Hey there, and welcome back to my desk. Actually, today we are not taking a look at something I bought for my Japan trip, but I actually got this fairly recently. So apparently, Surugaya, one of the used game stores in Japan, I didn't notice that they actually had like an online store and they were doing a free shipping promotion. So I got a bunch of stuff from there, including a whole bunch of GameCube demo discs and like a whole pamphlet for the Mario movie in Japan. But the main thing I wanted to buy from it, because I've somehow searched for it and came across it, was this. This is the original Play-Yan. Yeah, so you might recall I did a video on the Play-Yan Micro. I will very highly recommend you watch that video first before this one, because most of the stuff that this thing like covers, it's basically the same on the Micro, and I've talked about that in that core video already. So in this video, I just want to mainly talk about the differences between the original model and the Micro model. So in that video, I mentioned that I actually said something wrong in that video, in the Play-Yan Micro video. I thought the Play-Yan Micro was actually literally a smaller version of the original Play-Yan. No, turns out they're the same size, and the Micro is just branded that way because it was just a re-release for the Game Boy Micro. And this thing is basically the same thing. At the time it was released, it was marketed for the Game Boy Advance SP, but basically they did the same thing until Play-Yan Micro added the ability to play MP4 files, because the original model did not do that. It actually only supported video files in the ASF format, which I have no idea what that is. But yep, the Micro supported MP4 files, and then they later released a software patch for the original model of Play-Yan that you can put on the SD card that let you play MP4 files on it. So technically, this original model eventually got all of the features of the Play-Yan Micro, but in the process it did lose some features, including some interesting little mini-games, and also, you know, the man himself, Play-Yan, you know, the guy who would later go on to appear in Rhythm Heaven. So yeah, I have here basically a complete in-box copy of the original Play-Yan, and the only thing like that's kind of like iffy about it is like this little dented thing in the corner. I had to try my best to like straighten it back up and make it look nice, but yeah, aside from that, this is actually a pretty dang good deal for one of these, because a complete in-box one, apparently the Micro one is actually more cheaper than the original model or something like that. I just see more, if you go search Play-Yan on eBay, you will see more listing for the Micro instead of the original. So let's find one of these in like complete in-box condition. Yeah, let's unbox it right now and see what we have. Off the bat, this is definitely a more unique packaging compared to the other GBA software of the time. I'm pretty sure this original version was available in retailers, while the Micro re-release was only available at Nintendo's online store. But they did both use the same general box shape and packaging. Open. Yeah, let's do that. So first of all, there it is. This is the original Play-Yan model. If I take it out from its back, right here, you'll see that it looks basically the same as the Micro. It's even like the same model number, right? Except instead of Play-Yan Micro on the bottom, it just has the blue Nintendo logo. And that is the only difference. There's an SD card in there that did not come with the system. I put that in myself, but it's spoiled the surprise. We're unboxed the thing already, but yep, as you can see, it's basically the same shape as the Micro, down to the headphone jack, the SD card slot. So yeah, pretty much the same thing aside from the logo. And inside this box, we have a few more interesting goodies, including the manual. Of course, you gotta have the manual. And a CD-ROM for MediaStage version 4.2 for Nintendo. So this is a little piece of software made by Panasonic, I believe. And what this thing does, it's supposed to be, because the original Play-Yan only supported videos in ASF, so this is actually a piece of software for you to convert MP4 files back in the day to ASF, so you can use it on the Play-Yan. So this, I was actually searching online to see if this software has been archived. I did find that there was like a patch for this program on Panasonic's official website, but as far as I could tell from my like 10 minutes of searching, there is no version of this archived online, I think. So you know, maybe I will do that eventually. So if you somehow have a Play-Yan and are watching this, look forward to that. If you don't have the disc that came with it, but yeah, it's a SD, Windows XP. And the only like main hurdle is that it's Japanese only, so if you try to run it on like a regular Windows XP in English, it will just like display all the Japanese as gibberish symbols, so that's gonna be like a little bit of a tough challenge to crack in the legibility department. But yeah, aside from that, we have still have a few more things in here actually. We have a little note here. I was curious what this says, but no, it's just basically a note that's just like, hey, thank you for buying this product. Please see the instruction manual for more information. So, I don't know why this is in there, but hey, thank you, Nintendo. And finally, we have the Club Nintendo code. Oh no, we're gonna cover it in case of it. And also the instruction manual, or just a quick thing for the MediaStage software. Just a quick little tip on how to install it, not really use it. But, this is the requirements down there. Microsoft Windows XP Home Edition, Professional, SP1, 256 megabytes of memory. You better have those. Windows Media Player 9 and Explorer 5.5. That's like not below 5.5, really? Internet Explorer 6 was not even out yet. I thought this was like Windows XP, but anyway. Yeah. As you can see, basically all complete. Yeah, with the software and everything. So yeah, I basically got all of this for like almost 7,000 yen, which converted to US dollars according to Google is like a little over, like almost a little over 45 US dollars. So yeah, pretty dang good deal for accessory that you can't really call common anymore. So let's just check out the Play-Yan itself and see what's in there. Okay, so we have a close-up here with my modded GBA. I think that's the first time I've shown this here on the Plus channel, because last time I was using a modded Game Boy Color instead. But before we begin, a quick little thing about the Play-Yan. So, being an old peripheral that uses SD cards, the Play-Yan uses like super old models of SD cards. So no SDHC or SDXC or anything. Anything larger than 2 gigabytes will not work. So before this, I did try and dig around my apartment for like an old SD card, and I came across a 512 megabyte micro SDs, but that apparently did not work on the Play-Yan. So what I eventually did was just take the SD card that I had from my micro, the mini SD card with the adapter, and I basically just put in all the base model exclusive stuff like the Minigames and the sample movies from there, and I just add it into this thing and it will still work just fine. So here we go. Also, I did plug the cartridge into the aux cable there, just so you can hear the sound better, and of course you would prefer to have the music come from the aux cable instead of the crappy GBA speakers, because yeah, this model is not going to be doing this thing any favor. So it's going to take some while to read the SD card, so we can press B to skip that. But yeah, as you can see, the UI definitely already looks way different from the micro, but the underlying functionality is still the same. You can press select here to actually toggle between light mode and dark mode, which is kind of funny because it was like a Nintendo product from 2005 and it already had that kind of setting. So this menu, the first option actually lets you see videos, while the bottom option lets you listen to music. So let's pick the bottom one first. And as you can see, when it does, there you go. There's Play-Yan, there's the man himself. But aside from that, the UI is essentially the same as that on the Play-Yan Micro. Just instead of Mario or a generic stick figure, you got Play-Yan. So for example, if I play, I don't know, Neodong, or maybe something that doesn't trigger copyright bot, and I'll go into the Part-Time UFO soundtrack, and then play like, yep, turn up the volume. And as it works just fine. If I press A, get them to jump. There you go, he's doing a thing. Whoa! And yeah, if you hold L and R to sleep, that's gonna auto sleep. Oh, goodbye. How do I wake it up again? Oh, there we go. Just pause it. So right now it's set to auto sleep, apparently. I don't know how you turn it back to manual sleep. I guess it just, yep. Okay, it's sleeping. There we go. But yeah, aside from that, all of the functionality is basically the same as the micro. So the more interesting part is definitely the video section. So let's exit. And yeah, as you can tell, Nintendo did reuse this music player UI for the visualizer in the Nintendo 3DS Sound. So yeah, now if in case you're wondering where the original form of this came from, there you go. And here we have the movies. Now, as you can see, we have these interesting videos here. So first of all, MP4s, because I did put in the software patch that they released along with the micro that allows you to play MP4s on the original model. So if I play an MP4, it will still work just as fine on here. There we go. This is the sample movie that they released for the Play-Yan Micro, which is just a clip from Smash Bros. Melee. And my my previous, this is a meme video, because this is like how Spider-Man will look like on the Game Boy Advance. This is very retro. Yeah. Incredible. Anyway, and also this is the music video for Gangnam Style, but I'm not gonna play that because copyright. But yeah, so that was the stuff I already had in my micro. So the new stuff that I added in is this stuff right here. First of all, we have another sample movie. This is actually in the ASF format, which Nintendo provides on the Play-Yan website. And I don't know what the difference is, but I have no idea what this video is. This is sort of like a promotional video for like one of the GBA software. Thousand Year Family or whatever. Yeah, it's a GBA game. I have actually never seen this game before, so it's kind of like a family simulator. Yeah, like a Tomodachi Life before that was even a thing. So that's kind of neat. I have no idea. Is this a first-party Nintendo thing? That angel looks mildly familiar. Have I seen them in Smash Bros? I have no idea. Anyway, so that's a sample movie, and the rest of these are actually also ASF files on the SD card, believe it or not, but these are actually the minigames that are built in. So Nintendo released 13 of these minigames on their official website, and you just download them as ASF files, you put them in the SD card, and they show up in the video player. And by playing them, like triple here, there you go. You can just play them in this tiny little window. So this is actually a triple jump thing. So you mash A and it meshes and then jump, jump. Whoa, I did not land in the sand pit. That's terrible. Let's try that again. There we go. So yeah. These are all just like very basic mini games to use the D-pad and A button. So I figured, hey, we can check out these mini games in this video. Just take a look at all of them. So that's triple. That's basically triple jump. We have wave, which is actually reminiscent of a WarioWare micro game that started in WarioWare Twisted. Just kind of press A when it's your turn to move up and down. There's like a Mario Party mini game. Yep. Incredible gameplay. What if someone didn't do it? Oh, and game over. So yeah, that's basically what it does. It's just like, hey, wave and follow the movements of the other people, and if I don't do, it's just game over. Okay. So next up we have avoid. Whoops, let me move that. Here we go. Avoid. Look at that cute little bat on the screen there. Anyway, avoid. You play as the bat, and you avoid. I could not avoid. Let me try that again. I can't tell if I should be looking at the... I should be looking at the GBA screen instead of the, you know, the camera. Also, D-pad on the GBA is not the best, but I'll try my best. You place a bat, you vote, boys, and dear God, I get hit by a ball and game over. They just come out from the sides of the screen, so you should probably stay at the center just in case you get pelted with a random shot. I don't know, if I stay in the corner, will I get hit? Oh, no. You gotta dodge that, but... This might actually... Oh, whoa, that was a close call. That's a... Oh, that's a flashing... Okay, I don't know what that did. I don't know if that's a power-up or not, but, Oh, and you got hit. Game over. That's a void. Next up, we have Bat, which is not the one. This is a different type of bat we're talking about. This is a Batic minigame. Whoa! I missed. Start. Whoa! I clearly hit that. I don't know why. Okay. There we go. Like, you literally have to press it when they, like, overlap with your body, basically. You can't press it too early. But yeah, you just... Whoa, that's a big ball. Whoops. And game over. So, yep, that's a batting minigame. Credit is actually the last game to release, so we'll take a look at that afterwards. We have fire. Is this anything like... Also, look at that fish that just came across the screen. This is not Game & Watch fire. So up and down moves the thing on the left. Game over. Let me try that again. So, yeah, you're supposed to press A to shoot these things. And you make fireworks. I'm looking at the screen from far away. And my shots are literally like pixels. So it's a bit hard to tell, but yeah, I'm shooting them. And just like constantly mash A. That would technically be able to cover all of your stuff. And they'll probably get faster afterwards after a certain amount of time. So that's fire. You fire at... I don't know if it's because you fire at things or they make fireworks when you shoot them. It seems that if you like explode one, it actually triggers the others in its radius. But anyway, that's game over. Alright, next up, we have fish. You play as this fish. You move up and down this cave like Flappy Bird style. Well, it's not really Flappy Bird. You just move up and down with the D-pad. And if you hit the wall, you die. I mean, sure. You're kind of like a fish swimming in a cavern. I'm going to try and look at the actual GBA screen for this one. Whoop. Incredible gameplay. These are all just like... I can tell these are definitely like maybe from the same team that did WarioWare or something. They're probably inspired. But actually, we'll touch on that in a bit. But, ooh, I collect the thing. Oh, no, I got hit. Now we'll never know what that does. Anyway. Next up, we have insect. You play as a little ladybug. You can like... Oh, you gotta dodge those snakes. And I got eaten. So, yeah, it's a kind of like a ladder. Right? Can you go back down? Yes, you can. You can cross that path. Ooh. This is very hard to do when you're like looking at it from far away. And I got eaten by a snake again. Okay, go left. Okay. Ah! Dodge that. There we go. Go up here. Oh, dodge that. There's a snake on the left. Oh no! And yeah, that's that's insect. All right, next up we have jump, which you play as Play-Yan. Wow. So if you press hold A, he crouches. You've never done that before, and releasing it jumps. So you gotta dodge those fish, which look oddly familiar. I wonder where those fish are from. And there's crabs. you gotta jump to dodge the crabs, and you get hit and you die. Game over. Yeah, I'm curious. The crabs never came back in River Heaven. Where are the crabs in Nightwalk 3, Nintendo? Bring them back. If they make a new River Heaven, they gotta have Nightwalk 3. They gotta have the crabs. Yep. This like they have invented not the endless runner, they've invented the endless walker. Because all the time Play-Yan is just leisurely strolling while the crabs are zooming towards him. But yeah. Get crabbed. Alright, game over. Alright. Next up we have Keeper. Let's see if this game's a real keeper. No, keeper, you mean goalkeeper, because you hold left and right and you know, you keep the balls from entering the goal. Apparently, like, you just have to, like, overlap the balls with your body, and that would already count. It doesn't really matter the angle that you, like, hit them from. So as long as you, like, touch the balls that are coming towards you, they'll get reflected away. Oh, no, they get in the very left corner. That should have hit the side bars of the goal, but, okay, whatever. That's not how it works in this game, so... Yeah, you just... move left, right, dodge things. Alright. We can't yeah, you can manually click the game. And next up we have Memory. Memory game. This is Simon Says. Not Simon Says, what am I doing? Yeah, it's... I already lost track because I was, like, busy speaking, so game over. Down. 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 Up. Oh, it's actually different patterns instead of like one pattern that continuously gets longer. So now it's right, right, left, right. Right. Wow. Right. Up. And okay, this is getting very long, so I'm just gonna press up and game over. But yeah, that is memory. And we have Necoroid, which, guess what? Do you recognize this game? That's right, this is Mutroid from WarioWare Twisted. Yeah, so apparently this game actually, that minigame actually debuted in Play-Yan, and I did not even notice until I actually, like, got this thing and tried it out for myself. But, yeah, I don't believe, as of this video, I don't believe this has actually been mentioned on the Mario Wiki, so hey, if anyone's, you're gonna do that, feel free to be my guest. But, yeah, Necoroid, Mutroid, originally a WarioWare Twisted game. It came back in Gold. You play as a cat that just, like, shoots at the flies. Yep. Yeah, this is me because I'm looking at the viewfinder. If I'm like, looking at the GBA, I will like be way more, or react way faster. But yeah, came back in WarioWare Gold. Actually originated in Play-Yan. So you die by like if you just don't shoot for long enough, yeah, the flies just eventually like inch towards the bottom of the screen. And then they touch you, you die. Oh, they see me roll and dead. Next up we have Nose. Is this like a WarioWare thing? Game over. You're not supposed to pick the nose. You actually, oh, yeah, you can't move the nose. You press A, you shoot from the nose, and you're supposed to prevent yourself from being picked. You can't even move left and right. Like, left and right does nothing. You just press A. Oh, if you hold A, you can, like, shoot larger bullets. I mean, I'm supposed, like, yeah, technically, if you mash A, nothing will get on your way. Like, if you charge, then, oops. So, yeah, normally if you just shoot, you get, like, 10 points. If you charge up, you get more points, but that, like, leaves you more vulnerable and open to being picked, so. Yep, that is Nose. It's not a game about picking your nose. It's like the inverse of Gold Digger from WarioWare. But, yeah, that's all of the minigames, and, the last thing they released is Credit. Gee, I wonder what that is. You play as this thing. It's a shooter game. That's supposed to say staff credit, in case you didn't really. If I don't shoot this, that's gonna like break up into like producers, H10, and then they all come in and they kill you and then you die. Game over. Producers. Why Sakamoto? I can look at the rest of the credits like this. Producers. Yeah, there we go. That's technically the credits for Play-Yan. Conception, T. Matsunada. I still don't. I need to know who the full names of these people because I don't recognize them just from like a thing. Oh no, it's gonna all sleep if I don't do that. Oh no, wake up. There you go. T. Kiyuna. That was a very quick timer for the auto sleep. I just barely touched it for like less than a minute and it already like started going to sleep. Why Sakano? Hardware design. Can we get Iwata in this? And see his name. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. If it's actually literally cycling through all of the people's names one by one. We're still on hardware design at this point. Hey, there's Kotakuichi. I know that name from anywhere. Haha, it's him. I actually didn't know he also did like the artwork for or design for the Play-Yan. I imagine it's like the box art stuff. So yeah, well, there's all these other people in artwork. So. And there it is, Satoru Iwata. No, don't go to sleep. But there we go. Game over. But yeah, so what you're supposed to do is, you know, actually shoot the thing before it like forms the letters of the staff credits. I imagine this is gonna be harder than it sounds. You get a bonus if you clear each of the things. Up and die. But yeah, you can tell how this is supposed to go. But yeah, that is all of the different videos that, quote-unquote videos they can play that are basically mini-games. Otherwise, yep, it plays MP4s and ASFs just like the Play-Yan Micro does. I don't know if the Play-Yan Micro actually supports ASF. I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing it only supports MP4, so yeah, technically the base model does do more than the micro model. If we toggle to light mode here, I can give you a quick look at what the music player is like in light mode. There you go. There's a cool little aesthetic for the Play-Yan, and over in video mode, I believe the Minigames were also translated to the yeah, there you go. Yeah, it works just fine, just like inverted colors. But yeah, that is basically it for the Play-Yan. As you can tell, very similar to the micro, just with more stuff. It technically is the OG. I don't know why they actually had to bother re-releasing, considering they could just like release a software patch for the thing. And the patch itself is not super big. It's like a few kilobytes only, so a few hundred kilobytes. So, I don't know, maybe they're hurting for space back in the day. But, yeah, that is, pretty neat that I finally was able to, grab one of the... Oh my god, the aux cable. Nope, get that away. It's gonna make a funny noise. But, yeah, that is basically it for the OG Play-Yan. So, hopefully you enjoyed this look at the Play-Yan, because I imagine not a lot of videos on YouTube actually covered the whole thing, especially like a complete unboxed copy. So, couple of the Play-Yan micro video, hopefully they'll give you a general overview of the Play-Yan platform. And yeah, see you guys next time for something else that's also interesting. So stay safe and take care.